Morning, everybody. So, welcome to 2023 deer season in Vermont. So, I'm heading down the road here. I'm gonna go check my spot, see if there's anyone there. I'm hoping no one's there. Hoping no one was in here this past weekend. I've got a nice 6-pointer on camera. There's a nice buck that lives up the road. He's bouncing back and forth between the fields in the river, stream river. So I'm hopeful that he takes a walk over towards where I'm at today. I'm only hunting till 10 o'clock today because I have to go have a dentist appointment. Yeah, just a regular cleaning. Not looking forward to that. And then my wife's got an eye appointment, so I won't be hunting this afternoon, but tomorrow it's on. I'm gonna be out all day tomorrow. Going with my buddy Ryan, guy that I go turkey hunting with every year. He's been after a nice buck, so let's go see if we find anybody up here. If we do, we'll go hit another spot. I got permission from this guy who owns this to hunt another property he owns, which he failed to mention to me that he owned 861 acres on that other side. I just happened to write him, and he's like, oh yeah, you can hunt there, I don't care. He's like, just be careful, and if anyone asks you who you are, just tell them I gave you permission. So I was like, sweet! So we're gonna take a look down here and see what happens. All right, everybody. It's legal shooting time right now. Camera doesn't do justice. But I'm right by where my camera's at. Like 10 feet from it where I've been getting pictures. So I'm gonna wait here another couple more minutes because it's kind of dark in here. We'll see if something pops back through. They're coming back from that meadow behind me. Hopefully he'll come walking right behind me and I can smoke it. Not even 50 yards from the road. Be an easy drag. 6:30 right now. I just sat down. No wind, is dead calm. It's nice. Everything's quiet. Except for me. Yeah. I have to say I've been waiting for this for a long time. Get back out here and deer hunt. I'm really disappointed I can't hunt New Hampshire this year. But I told my wife I let my back heal. That was a terrible accident this year, fracturing my back. I don't ever want to go through that again. Definitely be getting one of those saddle harnesses for hunting next year. Yeah. I'm going to have 5 ropes attached to that tree at all times. So, there's the update. So far, no luck. It's 7:30. It's really cold. I got up and stretched my legs. I went for a short walk up over there. I was heading to the back field where my daughter and I were opening day of youth season, and I happened to catch a look out in the field, and there's a big old ground blind right up against a bunch of trees in the middle of the field. So I turned around. I didn't see anyone in it, but I wasn't going to take that chance. So I turned around, came back. Well, we'll see what happens. Alright, well, I got to get out of that spot. Ran into another hunter, and he didn't want to move out of the spot I was sitting for some reason. I don't know, maybe because I found a good spot to sit. But as I was walking out, excuse me, as I was walking out, I could hear some people down by my vehicle, and 2 of them were looking in it, and I came across the road without them hearing me, and I stood there and asked them if there was anything I could help them with, and they decided to not say anything, walk away, and then just walk down the road. And as they walked down the road, they went in the woods, and there's 2 tents in the woods there. Well, ever since we had the big flooding, I think people have been, displaced and people lost their apartments. So these guys are staying in tents on this property, which I contacted the landowner about, and he said he had no idea. So he's on his way out to talk to him. So, yeah, it's weird because they put up no trespassing signs around their tents, and they've got tarps all covering them, like they're ready for winter. They have a fire ring, and they had it looked like propane tanks for heaters. So I have no idea what's going on, but the owner is going to go talk to him. So I'm going to go check the other property that the owner has. Like I said, I can only hunt till 10 today, so it's 7:30 right now. So we're going to go check, and I'll be right back with you. Well, that sucks. I just came up, found the spot to go, and there's 6 trucks here. I don't know where they're hunting. I'm not going to find out today. I will try another day. But, yeah. I'm not going to attempt it. I'm sure there's some hunters up there that have got mouths on them, and they'll be like, you're not supposed to be in here, even though I've got permission. I'm just not going to deal with that today. Guess I'll go home and relax, maybe get out this evening. It's been a bust so far this morning. Lots of sign though, which is promising. But there are so many signs up here, like no hunting, no, oh, there's a deer right there in the road. Ah! Yeah. Where I live, this state of Vermont is terrible. There's more posted signs than I can shake a stick at. It's just absolutely crazy. But, people got to have their property and they don't want anyone hunting, so, oh well. Oh wow, that's a beautiful view. Get a picture of this for you. Well, change plans, so supposed to have my dentist appointment today at 1, but I didn't get the message until I got home that they canceled it. So I've been sitting at home waiting, just hanging out. And my buddy informed me that the nice bucks he's had up on camera at his house, 2 really nice 4-pointers, both got shot Saturday and Sunday, opening day and the second day. And he's bummed out because this big buck he's been trying to shoot was killed yesterday morning, and he sat there all day waiting for it. I was like, wow. It's our luck this year that we haven't seen anything and haven't gotten a shot off at anything. I mean, this is my first time out, so I'm not too worried. It gets closer to later in the season, then I'm going to start worrying, so. Alrighty. See you when I get to the old mountain. Alright, so I'm up here on the ledges. I'm heading up farther. Keeps going. You can see way up there. But I'm just going to go up. It plateaus a little bit. Once I get up there and I get away from this river, it's like brook, I'm going to sit down, do a call, just sit there for the evening. If we had snow, I'd be out here tracking. I mean, that ain't enough snow. So, see what happens. There's some sign up here. Old sign. It's like a day or 2 old. Let's see what we can find. Right over there, there's a scrape. So I'm going to sit up here for a while. Maybe till dark. See if anything shows up. I'm hopeful. is with me. But everyone, I swear, feels like they have to come sit next to me. At least today. This morning. And then I was sitting up on that hilltop. And some guy came walking up over the top of the hill. I thought it was deer coming, the way it was walking. And comes up, sees me standing there because I thought it was deer. So I go and sit back down. He walks up to me, sits on the log, like, I don't know, 12 yards at the other end of it. Asked him if he was okay. He said, yeah, just taking a break. I think I'm going to sit here for a while. I said, alright, well, I'm moving then. It's ridiculous. Came back down into a spot where I was sitting last year a couple times, where I used to cut through. It's all like dried out. Now, it's like 6 feet deep. There's a beaver in there making dams through the whole thing, so that was fun getting across that. Yeah, so that's the update. I decided to come back to where I was this morning. As I was getting out of the car, I saw one in the field, and it was under an apple tree. It was a small one, but it turned and walked off up in here the second I shut the door. So, I'm sitting back down in here and gonna sit here till dark. I keep hearing stuff in front of me. The marshes. So, who knows? Alright, everybody, it's 6:10. Day 2 for me. Day 4 for rifle in Vermont. I'm up at my buddy's house. Some fresh tracks in here. It's snowing right now, so they couldn't have gone through that long ago. I'm gonna sit up here for a while and see what happens. Got a nice chair up here and my tripod set up, so God willing, we have a nice buck walk by. Stay tuned. So far, nothing. It's bitterly cold out. And Ryan's got some cell phone cameras up by him. It says they keep going off, but he has no service, so he can't check them on his phone. So, cold out. Forgot my fleece underneath my coat. Brought my mittens, so hands are a little bit warmer. But, see how it goes. Just had an encounter with 4 does and a spike horn. I almost flattened that spike horn, but I'm not in that zone that I can hunt them, so I didn't want to shoot them. You see the camera shaking, I'm freezing up here, so they're definitely chasing. Well, so it is what it is. Been about an hour and a half since those deer came through. Heard a couple shots close to my buddy. Texted him and he said it wasn't him. Chilly out still. Nothing's changed. Spitting snow again for a little bit. Well, might get up and just go for a walk, just look down by the food plot, and then come right back. Get my hands warm and legs warm again. Beautiful day out though. Alright everybody, so it's 10 o'clock. I'm going to start packing stuff up and head back out. I come back in here tonight, I'm definitely wearing a fleece jacket. I forgot this morning, I forgot my scarf or my neck warmer. I think I was just so excited to get out here, like I am all the time. Oh, frigid. Took a walk down over, just a short walk over to the edge because it drops off. Look out in the food plot. Didn't see anything, so I just came right back. Cold. Alright, well, I'm heading home. It's 10:50. I gotta go pick up my daughter from school. I was coming down out of the woods and slid and landed on my butt and banged my gun. Tattooed my rifle scope. That made me real happy. Put a nice scratch in it. But my buddy came back and he says, "We'll take 2 shots real quick." Took 2 shots out of it, and I couldn't see where I was hitting, so I was figuring I was off. Comes to find out it's still on. I guess I didn't hit it that hard, but I want to make sure. So, yeah, so I'm going to be maybe going out this afternoon. If I do, I'll film some more. So, we'll see. Morning everybody, it's 5:30 on Thursday. I didn't hunt at all yesterday because I wanted to spend time with the wife and kids. I had a hair appointment. As you can see, I got my hair cut, but not that I have much hair left. But I'm up here at my buddy's again. I think he's going to hunt with me today, which will be fun. It's supposed to warm up a little bit, but it'll be okay. We're going to go up behind the house. That 4-pointer that we thought was shot, still living, but he's a big 3 now. He broke one of his tines off, so we're going to go give it a shot, see if we can get him or something else, so stay tuned. I just got into my spot, sitting up here where I had the other day. You can see in the background, the sun's coming up. Quiet morning, 1 to 2 mile an hour wind. Leaves are crunchy, so be able to hear something coming. Let's see what happens today. Heard a couple shots already. They're way off in the distance. But someone's shooting something. My buddy's down in his apple orchard stand, and I'm still up on the hill. Real crunchy out, so it'd be nice to hear him coming. The other day when I was up here with all the snow, you couldn't hear him coming until the last second, so we'll see what happens. It's almost 8 o'clock. I'm hearing a lot of scratching. Probably just some squirrels or birds or whatever. Haven't seen anything yet. Still hopeful. Sitting here about 2 minutes ago, I heard some whistle. My buddy was, oh, that's him. He's just texting me now. He asked me if it was me. I said no. sounds like there's someone in here doing a push, and there's not supposed to be anyone in here besides him and I. This is all posted property. People just ruin it for others, and it's just ridiculous. I hate that. Really do. People can't read. Well, my buddy just shot. Said it wasn't a deer, it's probably a coyote or something, so check and see what he got. So here I am, finally making way into the 861 acres. And the guy who owns it told me he has like a small sugaring operation. Small. Yeah, okay, it's small. It's crazy. Anyways, it's nice because it's a nice packed road that I can take in. I'm gonna walk in a little bit farther and cut up and in. I just want to be courteous of all the sap lines. I don't want to hit anything. I'd feel really bad if I did. But let's go see if we can find any buck tracks or any kind of deer. Should be interesting. There's no one else up here that I've seen, so let's check. I just got up to the top of this bowl area. Just as I looked up, there's a deer standing up there. And it took off running. I didn't get to see what it had for antlers, but it had a big body. So, pop my butt down. I'm going to sit down here and wait for him, see if he comes back. He didn't seem all that spooked. He just kind of trotted off, so I'm going to give it a minute. Made my way up to where I saw that deer last. And I could see his tracks going up through, so I've been sitting here probably 10 minutes. I don't know if he circled around or if he cut across that way. There's another road over here. I'm just sitting here. I mean, I've never hunted in here, so it's all new to me. I just hope we get some snow, because if we get some snow, then when I come back up here, if I find his track, I'll be able to follow him for a while. So, 861 acres, I'm not even halfway to the back of the property, which is nice. There's no one up here, too. Beautiful day out. I'm about 1.5 miles from the vehicle. It's nice having all these roads in here. That way I can take those to come up. Really nice. Still got to learn the lay of the land more. I'm at 1,800 feet elevation right now. But the highest point is 2,000. It's way up over there. So I mean, I'll be back in on Saturday most likely. Unless I shoot a deer up at my buddy's tomorrow. Whew. It's been fun out today. He ended up shooting a coyote up at his house. And he didn't want to tell me what it was. He put a pretty big hole in it. He was shooting it with one of those Remington Model 783 Bushmaster, 450 Bushmaster. That thing put a hole in that coyote. Hit it right in the shoulder. Came out the other side the size of a softball. That is a nasty cartridge. So I'm gonna slowly head down. See what I can find on the way back. Maybe they're gonna come off the ridge up here behind me. Maybe come down. I don't know, like I said, this is the first time I've been in here. The other day when I came up here, there was like 6 or 7 vehicles parked there. I wasn't gonna bother these guys up here. So I like hunting during the week because I'm off during the week, and I'm off all next weekend too. The last weekend, our season only goes 16 days, so I'm gonna go see if we can find something. We're gonna walk out of here real quiet, Oh, excuse me. I reckon if I did shoot one back here, it'd be nice of a drag because it's downhill. One, there's a problem. There's no snow. And two, I don't think that deer would have a hide left on it by the time I got it back after a mile and a half of dragging on rock. But can't eat the hide. So we're going to head back and take our time and see if we find anything wandering around. Stay tuned. Oh, I'm heading out. Just got off the top of the hill there. I wanted to, like I said, I haven't been in here. I wanted to check and see how long it would take me to get out of here. It's only taking me 20 minutes to get off that hill. But it's always easier to go downhill, right? So I'm heading back to the vehicle. I'm like 50 yards from it right now. Probably be in here on Saturday. Tomorrow I want to go up to my buddies because we have a lot of bucks on camera. And wouldn't you know, that big 4-pointer I was after today, I left at 10:40. He came in at, I think he said 11:15. He walked by where I was sitting. So I'm going in there tomorrow and try it. So see you in the morning. Alright, morning everybody. So it's Friday. Off to see if I can shoot a deer. That spot I was at yesterday with my buddy at his house, we ended up leaving at, I want to say it was like 10:30 because he had a dinner, or a Thanksgiving dinner with his son at his school at 11:15, 11:30. And he sends me a text, says, dude, those deer were cruising at midday. I said, what do you talk about? Well, he sends me a picture, and there's a big buck cruising right by one of his stands, and then another buck came down off the hill next to where I was sitting. So, and then he just sent me a text 2 minutes ago, and that same big buck, it's a big 4-pointer, he's in the food plot right now. He's got one of those multi-cell cams. So he's like, yeah, he's in there right now. But we had pictures yesterday of a buck on camera at 9:30, right before we got in to check that camera, because he hadn't checked the camera in a couple weeks. Yep, buck was in there, doe was in there, and then we had some pictures of a buck chasing a doe. Doe was running at the camera, and you could see the buck in the background, him chasing her down. So they're moving a lot mid-morning from 9, I think it was 9 to 1. And then when I left yesterday, there was a buck that crossed the road in front of me, but he wasn't a legal buck, so I couldn't shoot him if I wanted to. So I'm heading in there right now, well, heading up there right now to get to my spot. So we'll see you out there. All right, everybody, it's 3 of 6. I have till 6:20 before I can start shooting. It's legal time. Let's see if we can have it happen today. Be nice. So I was sitting over here, and I didn't even get a chance to get the camera rolling. I was right over here. Deer came in, big 4-pointer, the biggest one we got on the property. He came walking in. I let him have it, and he just took off. And I shot at it. I shot at him 4 times, and it's amazing because it happened just like that. So let's. I know he's down in the vicinity, but I'm gonna go find where I shot, and then just come over here and we'll follow the blood trail. So let's do that. So I can't find the blood trail to this deer. I know he's down. I saw him go down. I wanted to show you guys. I saw where I hit another spot on the ground here where the bullet hit. That's where another bullet hit. I know the one shot killed him. I don't know if he went down this way. I'm just not seeing any blood from him. I think it's because that bullet hit so fast. Oh, here's where he ran. Just not seeing any blood spray out. Here's the tracks here. And you know, those SSTs work awesome. The only thing is though, he's so close. He was like not even 10 yards. So that bullet I don't think did a lot of like expanding as a hit. So I'm just gonna, seeing his tracks right here, I believe. And still no blood. But there's a body right there. There he is. It's the biggest deer Ryan's got on the property this year. Oh my God. Look at the size of that pig. He is huge. Oh my God. Well everyone, so here he is. It's that big buck my buddy's got on the property here. He's been after him all season. And he had just rubbed his antlers. You can see it right up in here. Big body. Gotta be one of the biggest deer I've ever shot. Shot him with my 270. You know, I've been kind of down the dumps today, you know, with those spikes running around, and figured I wasn't going to see anything. And all of a sudden, he came in right behind me, and it was amazing. He came in. I don't think he was 12 yards from me. I let him have it. I unloaded the gun on him. You know, I was giving my old neighbor crap. He shot a buck this year 7 times, weighed 202. But I understand, you know, he didn't want that deer to run. This deer is big. I don't know how much he weighs, but he's definitely a beauty. He's definitely a beauty. I say he's 140, at least 140 pounds. He's got a big wide body on him. Not really long, but he's got a wide body on him. So, next thing is getting him gutted and get him up to the plot, and then I'm going to go get the four-wheeler because I don't want to drag him all the way out. That's just going to be a pain. So that's going to end it for here. I want to thank you guys all for coming along, and I'm sorry I didn't get the footage on video of me shooting at him. It just happened too quick. So yeah, hope you guys are all having a good season. And, it's been a successful one for me right here. Hope you guys have a good season. We'll see you during muzzleloader season. Take care.